Are you having a good time out there, Molly?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hear you, Farron. But obviously, we're having a great time with the fireworks down here at the South Bend River Lights. There are hundreds of people watching and enjoying it. Now, of course, this first Friday means that it's the start of the 4th of July weekend. And for South Bend, that means there's a lot going on. Yeah, Tom, earlier I spoke with the owners of this Mexican bakery here in Goshen. They're just a small mom and pop shop, and they say that this new rule could affect the Latino community here. And they're coining it West Side Wednesdays. It was a packed house in there tonight, and we even saw people bringing in pizza and popcorn as the clock ticked on. Of course, there were also people there holding signs for religious liberty. Here in Hartford, where lots of the cars from today's pileup are waiting to be picked up in the morning. As you can see, even though tow trucks have come through and picked up the cars, there's still a lot here with pretty heavy damage. Folks rallying here today say they want 3 things from the school board. The Queen may be back in the water, but I'm told she still needs repairs, adding up to at least $30,000 more. It's not only women marching behind me for Take Back the Night, but men too. Do you think Republican voters are going to back him or not vote at all? What would be your message to undecided Christian voters here? Indiana's gas tax ranks 19th highest in the nation at 18 cents per gallon. For some Michigan voters, they say this election isn't about voting for a candidate they want to be president, but voting against candidates they don't trust. The west side of South Bend is cooking up some new economic developments. Back to tonight's top story and the U.S. Supreme Court ruling against a Texas abortion clinic access law. It's been about a week since we witnessed our nation's most deadly mass shooting. The former IU student was charged with 2 separate counts of rape, but pleaded guilty to lesser charges. For more than 200 children ages 9 and older across Indiana, the Indiana Adoption Program hopes to bring that number down at an open house in Elkhart. Fox 28's Eric Crouch shows you how you could become a new dad or mom to a kid in need.
Governor Pence using his veto power tonight, striking down a bill he says would have allowed more secrecy when it comes to college police forces like the one at Notre Dame. It's a bill we've been following closely since local Representative Pat Bauer proposed it.
Fox 28's Molly Jurasek is in the newsroom now with Bauer's reaction. Molly.
Tom, I caught up with Representative Bauer at a public event today. He blames the media for the bill's ultimate failure.
You and some others in the media managed to scare a few people, and it worked for you. So.
Fox 28 first reported on Representative Pat Bauer's private police records bill the day he proposed it. At first, he told us this.
This way, you have a police force that is subject to the same scrutiny as all police forces.
But press advocates started to question that claim.
It would have given them latitude to disclose less information than other police agencies.
The South Bend Tribune opinion page even urged the governor to veto the bill, saying instead of boosting transparency, it would do the opposite.
This dealt with criminal acts.
Bauer eventually backtracked, saying while the bill wouldn't require the same open record standards for private police, it was a step towards more transparency. But the governor vetoed it, saying since campus police have the same powers as public police, they should be held just as accountable. Bauer reacted today with disappointment. He says not all campus police records should be open.
You got to realize that these are the homes of the students, and so there's privacy issues.
As a parent,
well, I'm looking to send my daughter to school here.
Mike Connolly thinks all records should be open.
And I think it's important for me to know all the information that goes on at the college.
Students we talked to seem to agree.
Especially as students on campus, I think we should be able to know what's going on in our surroundings.
Students have the right to know what's going on around you, so you can always be aware.
You can't really be in the middle with this topic. You can either have none or every record be open to the public.
The Indiana Court of Appeals recently sided with ESPN in a lawsuit ruling that Notre Dame security police qualify as a public agency and should be subject to open records laws. Notre Dame is appealing the case to the state Supreme Court. Former city councilman Henry Davis Jr. makes his way to the South Bend PD for a roll call with police prepping for Trump's rally.
It should be all open to the public.
But when we tried to attend the roll call with these pastors,
out.
We were told to leave. Afterward,
Everything is still a question mark to me.
Davis Jr. says it looked like only African-American ministers were there.
Everyone that was in there that I knew to be African-American was a pastor.
He says officers appeared to be preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best, advising pastors to do this.
Wearing some sort of like shirt or vest to signify who they were and just be out to help keep people calm in case something does take place.
None of the pastors would speak on camera after the meeting. I called South Bend Police again to see if they would do a follow-up interview, but they declined. Pastor Mario Sims, a frequent critic of the current city administration, also caught wind of today's meeting, choosing not to attend. Sims says he'd only meet with police if he could discuss all community issues in an open forum.
No one would trust a meeting where someone would filter back what happened.
He says if South Bend Police only invited black clergy, the city should feel insulted.
To me, that is somewhat of a racist assumption there. It also implies that the people coming here to wage trouble are African American or black.
In South Bend, Molly Jurasek, Fox 28 News.
Now, we asked police if only African-American pastors were invited. We were told the police chaplain, who is white, was in attendance. We asked for the mayor's office for a comment, but a spokeswoman said that she did not feel comfortable giving a statement until she was able to speak with the chief after tonight's rally.